Chat to say hi to YouTube. Let's watch r/me IRL. Do not. This button scares me so much. Ooh, it's always in a position that's so easy for you to fat finger, isn't it? It almost feels like it's on purpose. It's evil. That's an evil button, bruh.
Was playing D&D and started flirting with the tavern keeper to get some info, and at a certain point I realized I was just dirty talking with my buddy Ben.
Well, I mean...
As a man of the house, what is your next move? That is where gender equality comes in. Why on earth would you say half a dozen when you can literally say 6? I forget a dozen is 12 sometimes. I told my daughter that she had to come to the store with me because I couldn't leave her home, and she asked why I couldn't just put her in the kennel with the dog while I'm gone. For a second I was like, why can't I? I just wouldn't, you know? Maybe not. Landlord complained she couldn't afford replacement male key lock, worriedly asking, what happened to the $1,700 I just gave you? Have some compassion. These people are living your paycheck to your paycheck. Marry the man who remembers to air dry your Lululemon leggings.
What the fuck is that?
Marry a woman who would rather spend $1,000 on a vacation than 2 pairs of leggings.
Is that what? Those like, is that a brand?
Marry a man that knows the price of women's leggings.
Bruh, I don't know anything. I'm confused about everything. I'm just believing in people. That's that's my mistake. I'm just believing what people are saying on the internet. I want to know, what's Lululemon? How much does it cost?
You know, to be fair, I didn't know how much the Lululemon leggings.
Okay, that's not bad.
Christmas is a very special time when I give my brother a $100 gift card and he gives me a $100 gift card. It's the thought that counts. Why do babies cry when they are tired? Like, just go to sleep, bro. No one is stopping you.
Wait, that's true. You know when babies start crying and then they go, oh, he needs to sleep. It's like, just fucking sleep, little guy. What the hell?
After 18 years of slipping and falling down these stupid stairs, including multiple concussions and minor injuries, I'm really glad to know that my parents cared enough to fit carpet on them within days of their beloved new dog. Looking a bit scared of slipping on them once. Jeez. Someone breaks into your home while you're taking a shit. Do you wipe first or no?
Good question. Good question. What's the priority here?
I'm gonna make them the toilet paper.
Hey, yo, what the hell? Wipe on them.
That's awful. In college, I had a roommate that would set his normal alarm plus a separate alarm for 3 a.m. so that he would wake up in the middle of the night and be excited about how much longer he had left to sleep.
No, wait, this can't not be true, bro.
Still not sure if he was a genius or a psycho. Yeah, no, because when I wake up and I realize I still have time to sleep, it gives me anxiety that I won't be able to fall back asleep, and then
it makes me happy. I understand the waking up at 3 a.m. and being happy that you still have time, but it's not the same if you're waking up with an alarm, then that's just upsetting, you know?
I can't fall back asleep. Maybe I will, but just keep me asleep. My BBC, bossy boomer coworker, that's what that means, saw me using keyboard shortcuts, and when she noticed I had copy-pasted instead of saying, oh neat, what a time saver, she told me it was against company policy. Lamau help.
I feel like I see this meme like once every 3 months. It has to show up again. It's still funny though, it's still funny.
It's against company policy to copy-paste? Huh? My son asked my wife if he could sleep in her bed. She said no, sleep in your own bed. He said, then why does dad always get to sleep in your bed? I'm not sure my kids understand that I'm not actually one of them. Complimented my nurse's watch in the ER. He said, thanks, it was $40. I showed him my hospital bracelet and said, it was free. As a joke. He said, wait till you get the bill. Oh, shit. Both parties, very smooth. That's great. My son interrupted my phone call to tell me that he was going to die of boredom. I informed him that was impossible since I'm still alive after listening to him talk about Minecraft for the last 5 years. I am sitting next to a French-speaking family at Whole Foods, and their son, maybe 8 or 9, asked what I was doing on my laptop. I said, I'm working on my lunch break, and he said, in adorable French accent, I did not know that people could work on their lunch breaks. That wasn't a good French accent at all.
You tried.
But I didn't know you could work during your lunch break either. I mean, I guess I guess you don't have to. This button scares me so much that just don't press it, you fucking baby.
It's always located in a place that is very easy for you to press it. It's always so scary. It's always there, man. I feel like you should have to go through extra steps to do this. You know, it shouldn't just be there, hanging out there.
He took in a parcel for my neighbor across the road earlier. I just went to his house to tell him. He opened the door and there was one of my cats sitting on his chair, all comfy. How did it get in there? We'll never forget when I worked in a fast food joint. Some customer wrote like 86 cherries on their mobile order as like a pretentious way of saying no cherries, but the store was run by a bunch of high schoolers who are working their first job, so they collectively went, why the fuck does this guy want 86 fucking cherries, and like piled them onto his milkshake?
I am no understanding how 86 cherries is supposed to be no cherries. I don't know. If I got this order, I would put 86 cherries and be very confused about it.
Hey, do it. That's what he asked for. You have the proof. It's pretty impressive how chill toddlers are most of the time when you remember that they usually have zero context for anything that is happening. Today, a week after we moved to another state, my son looked around and then asked, "Are we still on Earth?" Yeah, no, we're on another planet that kind of looks like the other Earth we were on. There's 50 Earths, you see. Worked at a guest is always right restaurant. No contradictions allowed. Guy rejects his coffee. This isn't a macchiato. Led to 3 servers hiding behind the bar trying to guess what he thinks a macchiato is, based only on his looks. Like ancient shamans interpreting animal bone. Here's how they raised millennial kids. Go to college, 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 go to college. Why'd you go to college if you wanted electricity and a roof? You kids are overeducated and over gay.
True.
Confession time. I'm almost 49 and I have 0 retirement savings. No exaggeration. Absolutely nothing. Maybe about $900 in my checking account. No idea what the fuck I'm going to do, and I know I can't be the only one. The weird thing about reading so much as a child and gaining a huge vocabulary from that is I can't define a lot of the words I use. I just know that they would fit correctly in a specific sentence. Does anyone else experience that? I didn't read a lot as a kid, but I feel like my vocabulary is pretty good. It's good. It's been good. It's gotten gooder. One day it will be the goodest. Yeah, I worked 90 hours a week, destroyed my marriage, and didn't watch my kids grow up. But hey, we shipped an important product. Well, at least you're rich now. Oh, no. But I have the satisfaction of having made other people rich.
Damn.
Completely deranged.
Yeah.
Someone asked my professor the difference between affect and effect. And he said, honestly, I have no clue. I have a PhD and wrote my entire dissertation without using either word. Just try and avoid it at all costs.
Okay.
I love overhearing dog owners talking to their dogs. Example, I was petting this dog who seemed happy, but then suddenly growled at me, so I left. As I turned the corner, I could hear his owner saying to him reproachfully, "You always do this, Oscar. You drive away all your friends."
Oh, Oscar, you could just be a little bit more friendly, Oscar. Come on, look at the disappointment that the guy had.
I just had an American energy drink, and at first I was happy to get out from under Canada's BS nanny state caffeine restrictions, but honestly, I'm extremely fucked up now. I'm practically disassociating. How do you people live like this? It's what we have instead of healthcare.
Oh.
If you want to know your boyfriend's true colors, let him teach you how to drive. I said press the brake, and you're driving us towards a trailer, and you expect me to say, hey darling, kindly turn the steering clockwise slowly so we can both live longer. I went to the cinema last night. The man sat in front of me had his dog with him. The dog seemed really engrossed in the film. When the film ended, I said to the owner, this might sound weird, but your dog seemed to really enjoy that. Yes, I was surprised too. He hated the book. That's a good comeback. I like that. I don't think this happened though. I hate myself for not uploading a 10-hour video of a fireplace or rain to YouTube a decade ago. It had to be in 4K though, you know, like
yeah,
you had to
true.
have found a way to get some good video that would last throughout the years, because I'm not watching no 720p 30 FPS. I don't give a shit. God damn it, the worst thing has happened today. My daughter officially came out of the closet and I forgot to say, hi gay, I'm dad. I feel like I should turn in my dad card. That was a once in a lifetime opportunity and I blew it. Hey, you know, that you wasted the joke or what could have been, but at least you're supportive. I think. I hope. It sounds to me like you are. Always shocks me when people say the gifted program set them up to fail like that's some big surprise. Everybody else was learning to read and they pointed to you and said, not this one. This one will learn riddles. Of course your brain is broken. The fact that homeowners associations exists is wild to me. You buy an entire house and some lady a couple doors down can tell you that you're not allowed to display your antique frog statuette and you have to pay a fine.
That's probably one of the weirdest American things I've seen.
Insane. Yeah, I remember learning about them myself and
Common rules and regulations. Oh my god. Even number of pets. They control the breeds? Thoughtful restrictions on size, breed, or number of pets. That's insane, bro.
it's just stupid. Can we get rid of this? I had to interpret for this deaf guy on my flight because the attendant brought his drink wrong and he signed to me, tell him how hard can rum and coke be, he's a fucking idiot. I signed, do I have to say that? He said, he deserves to know the truth. Hey, let him speak, you know? It's okay to be white. It's okay to be black. It's okay to be straight. It's okay to be gay. It's okay to be you. But it's never okay to stop at a yellow light when we both could have made it, bitch. Do you ever lock your door, but then you walk off and you're like, did I actually lock it? But you know you locked it and you still go back and check. Hey.
Every time. Every single time.
Better safe than sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I'm saying. Sometimes I think about how I wrote a paper 2 weeks late in 7th grade and slipped it under my teacher's desk after putting a footprint on it, and she apologized for losing my paper and giving me a 0 and corrected my grade to a B+, and digital submission has just ruined the magic. My mom recently discovered Facebook Marketplace, and today I get this text from my dad. Your mother has put my life in danger over a toaster she bought on Facebook. I'm meeting a man named Rick behind Home Depot. If I go missing, start there. My husband was annoyed after spending $65 on 2 burgers and fries, so I said, bet yours could blow these away. His eyes lit up. Really? I'll make some tomorrow. 2 days later, I did the same with pasta. And that's how I Jedi mind tricked my husband into becoming our chef. Almost made it through an entire weekend with my parents without wanting to throw myself into traffic. But while driving them to the airport this morning, my mom hits me with the, so do you plan on losing weight for your sister's wedding? Buzzer beater. Who the fuck just asks that? Like,
my mom is like this.
What does it even matter? Like, can we be for real? Dated a girl with the same first name as an ex of mine. Still got yelled at when saying her name sometimes because she could tell I meant the other one. But how? 25-year-old hot girl moves in next door. Wife, don't seduce the new neighbor. Me, fat, almost 40, wears sweatpants most days. Okay.
I'll try.
Out of nowhere, my nephew just asked, do you think Pavlov thought about feeding his dog every time he heard a bell ring? And now I'm going to be haunted by this question. Years ago, a guy I was seeing made me a playlist on Spotify, and it was really good. We obviously stopped seeing each other, but I still had the playlist liked, and I would notice him changing the name of it to different girls' names.
Bruh, he just, that's low, bruh.
Oh my god. That's crazy, actually. My seatmate on my flight is a 6-year-old little girl who started our trip with, "I'm going to talk to you randomly, so you need to be prepared, okay?" As my final act as manager, before I quit, I approved all of my staff's overlapping holiday time off requests.
Man, evil. That's some chaotic evil shit.
Hell yeah. My grandma and her siblings got together to read their parents' letters from the war, thinking it would be beautiful and wholesome.
Oh no.
But turns out the letters were so filthy.
I knew it. I know. These people didn't have other ways to do it, bro. What do you think is gonna be? It's gonna be fucking sexy over the mail.
Raunchy and horny that several of them had to leave the room. Dude, I mean, look, yeah, you know, we can romanticize that idea all we want. You know that they did not know if they were going to see each other again, you know. Is this even going to make it over there? When am I going to hear from them again? I got to tell them everything. Did parents in the 70s, 80s, 90s really allow their kids to roam freely? Or is that just a portrayal seen in movies?
It was.
An underreported reason people are having fewer and fewer kids. Now we're expected to watch them 24/7. At least in the summer, my mom got 10 plus hours a day free from me while I crawled around in ditches.
Yeah?
Being an adult is terrible, but I thank God every day that I don't have to randomly run a mile at noon against my will and then go on about my day like we did in school. Yeah, you know what? Being an adult's hard, but I don't fucking miss school like at all. I am good. No one prepared me for the fact that when you have a 9 to 5, you can't like go to the dentist or the doctor or anything anymore because you work. And when you don't work, they're closed. Would you flip burgers for a salary of $350,000 per year? You would?
Yeah, I think anyone would, right?
Damn, sounds like people are okay with working. It's the money that's the problem.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, anyone would fucking do that, bro.
Yeah, let's fucking pay people more.
Yeah.
You know how much more money like every company is making every year and then how much less people are getting paid? It's kind of fucking stupid, don't you think? Woman on the plane asked for my window seat so she could sit with her husband. I said no. She said, "Wow, someone hates love."
Bro, why the fuck didn't you book those seats?
No, ma'am, I paid extra to lean my head against this plastic wall and dissociate. You can hold hands at baggage claim.
Exactly. I always make sure I get my seat. You're not getting my seat because I usually paid for it. You could have paid for it if it meant this much for you. Don't be an asshole.
12 years ago, my wife's grandma told her laundry is the best job for a woman because it doesn't require a lot of thinking. And ever since, out of pure disgust, I have done every single load of laundry in our household, but it just occurred to me that now I might have been set up. Good job, Joe. People go to their family when they're sad and rely on them for support?
Damn, that is crazy, man.
What the fuck? Friend zoned him, but he was simply not getting the hint, so had to pull this move. Love you too. You're like the son I've always wanted. What?
Matt, look, you could start by not saying, "I love you too." Brother, that's so weird. Just be straightforward, man. I don't like you like that. Some shit like this, you know?
Are you gonna call me beautiful today, or do I need to go to the gas station? Why is the chosen one always a teenager?
True.
We're really gonna put the fate of the universe on someone with an underdeveloped prefrontal cortex? Give me a story with a chosen one who is a 42-year-old mom that has already seen some shit and is totally out of fucks to give. Thanks for the free 7-day trial of 2026. I'd like to unsubscribe from whatever the hell this is. Sure, you can invite more people to the plans we made 2 months ago. The more the merrier. Also, I'm not going now. Found out last night that people are in much different tax brackets than me. I told someone I got a flat tire and they recommend I go ahead and replace all of them.
Huh?
All of them.
That's crazy.
Lol. Overheard my 11-year-old daughter record her voicemail greeting. "Hi, you've reached my voicemail. When you hear the beep, hang up and send me a text."
Based.
This generation gets it. Could you survive on $7,500 a month?
Bro, stop. Yes. Who the fuck is saying no to this, bro?
This would feel like inheriting generational wealth.
Yeah.
Saves file on computer. OneDrive. Got it. Me. Where? OneDrive. What?
Huh?
Lucid Dream Startup says people can work in their sleep.
Bro, stop this. Evil. Pure evil. Do not let this happen. Jesus fuck, bro.
Me waking up to go to work after working an 8-hour shift in my dreams? Yeah, this can't be real, right?
Yeah.
Like, come on. Holy heck, I'm training a Zoomer kid to use the computer at work, and it's exactly like training a boomer. There's exactly one generation that can rotate a PDF, and there will never be another.
I did hear that, like, the younger generation kinda has a hard time with PC because they're so used to, like, phones and tablets, and when they go to a PC, they wanna, like, fucking touch the screen and they don't understand how to use a keyboard and a mouse. It's so weird to wrap that around my head, you know? Oh, it's so weird to think of it.
The knowledge dies with us.
Yeah.
In all the movies, Santa never goes to the house directly next door. He always gets in his sleigh and fucks off like 20 miles east. Hey, you know, it's like bus drivers. They can't just drop people off, oh, this is me right here, stop. No, they gotta follow the route. Maybe Santa just has a super complicated, for no goddamn reason route. But also, consider this, if, like, I wondered this too, because he would be in that sleigh on top of a house. Surely he would go next door, right? But he doesn't need that. What's he gonna do in the sleigh? Take off and then land immediately onto the next house? No, it's like, I don't know. Fucking, don't ask me. Maybe it's something to do with the sleigh, okay? Middle schoolers these days lug around 40-ounce Stanley cups like they're on a desert trek. Meanwhile, we survived on a single sip from a germ-infested water fountain between classes and called it a day.
That's true. That is a good point.
I can't tell if it's just the school I went to growing up, if we just had stupid rules, or if things have changed, but like, you couldn't have anything. A phone on you, you couldn't wear jeans, you had to wear khakis, part of the dress code. I don't even know if you'd be allowed to carry around Stanley cups. I feel like they were so strict on, like, you can't bring anything unless it's like a fucking lunchbox in your backpack with our shit in it. It's like, I don't know. That sounds weird to me. Maybe the fact that we all need subtitles to hear dialogue in movies and TV shows, I don't, is less because
I do.
We're deaf or attention deficient, and more because the audio guys are making everything but the dialogue too fucking loud.
It's always this, the sound effects are always fucking bro, and then the voice. It's so hard to listen. I need the subtitles.
I'm sorry, do you want the dialogue to be the same fucking volume as explosions or gunshots?
Yes!
Like, come the fuck on.
Yes, otherwise I cannot hear it because the other stuff is going on. I need them to be louder.
Like, just clean your ears out. Don't use Q-tips, don't do that.
My ears are very clean.
Use the bulb thing. Like, just use subtitles. Stop or use the subtitles.
I need the subtitles. I need it. Don't yell at me. No, actually, yes, yell at me because I don't have subtitles.